All right, welcome back, you guys. Okay, so I said I was gonna finish up this ice spear run because we finished the 80%, and I wanted to keep going and just see how far we get. But then, yeah, I guess after that we will keep going with the level 1 rando, I guess, dude. Okay, believe it was this save. Okay. So yeah, we just finished 80%. Actually, I need to get ER tool up. We just finished the 80%. Very easy with Ice Spear because it's quite good. The only place it really had any kind of issues with was Elden Beast, basically. That's kind of it. Ninja, thanks for the 6-month Prime sub, dude. Wait, I don't have this grace. There we go. Okay, so the first thing we should do is finish up the build because for any percent I just skipped Magic Scorpion, but I feel like if we're going to continue on, we probably should go get it. Even if we're not doing all remembrances, I think we should go get it at this point, so certainly won't get hit immediately.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Arthuro, thanks for the 9-month Prime sub, dude.
In the time I've been subbed.
I appreciate that. I'll have to keep for every grace. No, not quite. It's just I had to update some of my scripts because I don't know, I lost the other one, so. We're supposed to have that grace when we get to mountaintops. But yes, yeah, it is 9 months, so yeah, I guess. Arthur, thanks, dude. Surely child on the way. But yeah, doing these runs, these run requests with like the starting grace and stuff definitely makes it go smoother. Or well, maybe not. It's not really smoother. It's just it makes it way less tedious. Kind of nice. Is it possible to avoid damage when Redan uses gravity pull in second phase? Like Consort? It definitely is, yes. You just need to roll it. Like, if you mean his big follow-up, even his big follow-up, if you're close enough where you roll it and then you get the follow-up, you just need to run away. And you should be fine. Not burnt out on Oblivion music. Dude, I've been listening to this for years. Like, I don't know. I don't know how. That doesn't answer the question, but I have no idea. It's so good that it's the perfect background music, I think. It's the perfect background and foreground music, actually, because when I just want to listen to it, it is very good also. But see, nighttime and stealth actually does make a big difference here. Look how much later these guys spawn. That guy didn't even... I guess he did spawn, but makes a big difference here. That's why I like to do this section usually when I have stealth. Okay, we can use that. Lo-fi Oblivion beats. I'm sure that's a thing, right? Lo-fi Elder Scrolls soundtrack. It's got to be a thing, dude. Okay, so I think we were leveling up intelligence at this point. Maybe I'll save some money for some reason. Like, it's probably better off getting some endurance in mind, actually. Maybe I'll get to 30 and then I'll get some mind. Sure. I don't think I need to spend anything, so. Yeah, that's nice. I think DLC should have had an opening cutscene. It would have been cool. I don't think it needed it, though. I think it needed a better ending cutscene, probably. And Rolana needed a cutscene. Aussie Attack, thanks for the 21-month reset. Thanks so much, dude. If If it exists, there's a slow plus reverb plus lo-fi version of it. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably true. Probably could have just blasted this guy. Wait. I don't really want to mid-roll here. Mid-rolling on Loretta is very bad, so. Ooh. A lot of damage. For magic.
Best nut ever.
Can we get a solo-fi of the new Cardi album?
Chris, thanks for the 4-month Prime sub, dude. That probably exists already, right? Surely. Actually, you know what? Maybe I could have... I guess I could have worn this. Whoops. That extra endurance. Okay, so... do have a shackle. I will use. Yeah, plus 25 with Howl, with... Yeah. Like, our build's pretty good. And Loretta's an early game boss, so that's not too crazy. I was expecting a little bit worse, though, because of the magic, but I guess it's still fine. So we are doing this quest line. I do think if you were to try to do a no hit with this build, you probably should get Magic Scorpion for any %. But I was kind of too lazy, I guess. But I do think it'd be worth it. And I think with Magic Scorpion, I don't know, would you be able to one cycle Elden Beast? I think you would at least be able to kill him as long as you get the swim plus ring RNG. Because, I mean, even without it, you can do that. So... But with Red Feather plus Magic Scorpion, you could probably... You could probably kill him before he swims. I would guess.
Maybe I'll give you the best.
Azaz, thanks for the 37-month resub, dude.
Good luck.
Appreciate that. Oops.
I don't know what since I asked. I reside.
And another thing we get from this too is the Filigree Talisman, which I also think would be probably definitely one of the best in slot talismans for this build too. I would say. I'm gonna grab it. Okay, so I have to grab some things first. Which Starlight Shards do I get? I don't think I assume I didn't pick up any, so we should probably get... Just get... I don't know, which... There's one close here. Probably one of the quicker ones. What weapon is infused? What do you mean by that? Right now, I'm just using the spear from Patches because I actually think if you were to do this route, the Patches spear is the most efficient one to get because it comes +7 already. But apparently, the Clayman's Harpoon's the best with Ice Spear. I haven't actually tried that combo, but it's got that innate magic damage already, which is nice. So apparently, that's the best spear, but I haven't tried that. And then the other one... I guess we can get this one, maybe. Unless we get a Sacred Tear close by, I guess. Unless there's one on the way to some boss somewhere. Nah, we'll just get this one. Would I do Radaby skip in level 1 rando? What even is that? What is Radaby skip? Can't wait for the Rain of Fire no hit run. Yeah, that'd be a little rough. Things that are that slow. I mean, Rain of Fire's damage is fine on certain targets, but when things are that slow, it'd be very hard to use. But I could kind of play it like I did with the bubble run, where you just, you know, really cheese a lot of bosses like Morgott and stuff. Just the insane cheese. Okay, so the Starlight Shards, let's go get the Amber Starlight, which probably closest is from here. Oh. You know what I forgot about, dude? Once Gideon is dead, how do we do this quest? I remember when we were routing region locked, I ran into this problem, and I actually don't know if there's a way around it. Or you have to do like the Dung Eater or something, right? Well, I may have kind of locked myself out of this. Possibly. I actually have no idea what to do. Because you have to give, usually I would give the potion to Gideon, but he's obviously killed, so I don't really know. No, Nefeli's gone. Nefeli's dead. I think when you burn the Erd Tree, Nefeli's dead or something, right? I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna continue the quest until we get stuck, I guess, but as far as I know, Dung Eater's the only one that you can give it to, but you have to progress some of his quest first or something. I haven't actually done that, but does anyone have any experience doing that? that knows how to do it? Like, how much of Dung Eater questline do I have to progress?
Did you not read? Perhaps.
Because I don't really know the questline very well. Like, you have to actually free him from the prison first, right? Or something?
I know the only thing are we, and I have enough.
Dude, it's so over. Give it to Dung Eater, but you have to do a bunch of Dung Eater stuff. Well, maybe I mean, I'm probably gonna get hit if I try to do that because I don't have that Dung Eater quest routed. So, it's either we just go without it, which is what I'll probably do, or I just drop it for myself, basically, or just get hit trying to do the Dung Eater quest, which is definitely what would happen. You know what? I'm actually gonna make a save here, though. I can make a save so I can come back here later, and we can test this out for future runs, maybe. Because I should figure this out. This is the second time I've encountered this issue. Wait, okay, wait. Krug's telling the quest here? Like, I don't even know the quest at all, basically. I know that you free him with the key. There's the invasion in this lake. And, like, I don't even know what else. I've never finished the whole quest. Liversum, thanks for the 10-month Prime sub, dude. Talk to Dung Eater, then you get his key, then you see him underground, then you go back to Round Table. Kill him when he invades. Then you talk to him Round Table, then you can give the potion. Like, there's just no way I would survive if I try to do that. So, I'm I'm just gonna give it to myself, dude. People want to see the damage. I want to see the damage of it with Magic Scorpion also. But it's not like these runs are that serious anyways. Wow, look at that. We got it. Amazing. Simple. Simple quest. Let's just pretend we did this earlier. Okay, we are going to go to... Should we go first? Millennia, maybe? Sure. But yeah, we'll come back here later, and then I'll figure that out. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, it's either I do that or I would just continue to run without it, which would be fine. I don't think it's really gonna make a difference to whether or not I don't get hit here, but I do kind of want to see the damage, so that's the only reason. And yeah, after this, we will figure out the proper way to do it once I've burnt the Ur Tree. Because again, normally just simply Gideon is what I do. That's, I feel like, the easiest one. On a no-hit. Radaby skip is some crazy out-of-bounds nonsense with Hannah Millennia. Oh, is that new or something? I haven't heard of that. Okay, so what is the plan on this boss? Probably, do I have Bewitching? Yeah, okay, let's go get a Bewitching branch. Yeah, I reported to Michael Zaki, dude. Go get some Bewitching branches. Bewitching branch the shield guy, and then we can just deal with the other guy. These runs are basically my version of a casual run at this point, dude. Like we're just chilling and going through. If I get hit, then like, okay, well, I guess I got hit, but we don't really take it that seriously at this point, especially since we already know the game. So it's just kind of bonus. Okay, Bewitching branches. A whole lot of potential deload cheese if you find an out of bounds that you can just grab with Golden Vow. Yeah, it's any heal spell too, right? That like any spell that you can hold is the requirement. I don't know. I only know of the Mohg one. But yeah, it's kind of funny that they patched out the punching, but then you just simply you just simply do something else.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Brew Crew, thanks for the 16-month Prime sub, dude. I guess we'll swap that. Yeah, so we'll be Bewitching branch the shield guy. Oh my god, dude. Oh my, I don't know if I've ever seen a kill like that before. That was pretty good. Oh boy, okay. Jesus, dude. I don't think I've ever done a kill like that before. Where the shield guy does a perfect job tanking, and then I just have the range damage to totally smoke him like that. That's crazy, dude. It's funny. Oh my god. That was that's pretty gross, dude. Not gonna lie. And yeah, the poise damage too, coming in clutch to just poise break him. He couldn't do anything. He actually just couldn't do anything right there. Maybe what we should do is... Wait, I have 18... Oh, yeah. Maybe we should get to 23 faith so I don't need the two-finger heirloom anymore. And then I guess if we get to 28, then we can remove the physic as well. I don't know. What would... I don't really know what else would go in it, though. I'm... Maybe since I've been doing some of the level 1 rando, I'm kind of forgetting what actual damage looks like. This is some actual damage, dude. If Ice Spear gets nerfed after... No, there's no way, dude. They're done patching the game. Well, I guess they're making one more patch for the Tarnished Edition or whatever, but... I don't think... I mean, Ice Spear's not... I don't think it's broken enough to be nerfed, but... It's the right balance because it's just... It's very, very good, but it's not broken, I wouldn't say. But who knows? Maybe they'll change it, dude.
Please, no. Hear me. Your merciless brutes. Let the curse take everything.
I mean, who do we have to kill? We have to kill Placidusax because that's kind of who I replace with Rykard on this run because Rykard with most weapons is garbage. I guess Red Wolf and Renala I should probably kill. I don't know. Let's just go here. I mean, surely this is going to be good on Millennia, right? I don't know. I feel like there's probably some cool punishes you can do with the quick hit of the like spear hitbox of the Ash of War, but it might be just a little unreliable with the range and just the fact that I haven't tested it at all. You know, you could probably very easily do with Ice Spear as well, is at least early in the fight, get a Frost proc when... Oops. Get a Frost proc when she goes up to do Waterfowl. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because it's, it's not guaranteed, but... I don't know. Really don't like taking this path, but... Someone actually read the title.
Maybe
How's it going, Zio?
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Yeah, Rendoran didn't die yet. I actually kind of forgot that we were on this run from last week. And I did say I was going to continue it, so.
I'll give you the best nut
So
ever.
here we are. Amitai, thanks for the 11-month resub, dude. Also, Joker, thanks for the 2-month resub. I think maybe a really good build with this could be going with a frost grease or chilling armament or whatever it's called. Going with that instead of a frost infusion. You're going to get a little bit less frost buildup, but then if you go a dex infusion, you're going to get higher actual damage out of the Ash of War and stuff. Okay, normally I use a great bow here, but I don't have one. What do I do? There's that bow turn strat. I don't know how. I don't really like that strat as much. But there's not an easier great bow to pick up where I don't have to sacrifice like 50k runes. I'll just do the turn strat, I guess.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Surely it'll be fine.
Repentance! Cough up your coin! All of it!
The best Elden Ring player.
Joan, thanks so much for the donation, dude. Surely that's true. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, dude. With Chilling Mist, when the weapon gets infused after... Wait. With Chilling Mist, when the weapon gets infused after Frost proc, does it count? I don't know what you mean by that. Papa, thanks for the 3-month Prime sub. Thanks so much, dude. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the strat is you shoot this girl. You know what? I don't even know if you have to do this. Okay, live testing right here. Probably gonna get killed for trying this, but... Okay, I think that's what we want. So the enemy activates, and then we shoot the arrow. You have to be fast here? I don't remember. Okay. White Shadow's lure work on the archers? It probably does, but the range on lure's not that good, so you'd probably be better off trying to use that incantation version, since you can cast it a bit further. But I don't know. I haven't tried that. I guess the great bow I started using for this part, when I was doing lower damage runs, I was using the great bow to knock her off, which is a good strat. But I guess when we actually have damage, it doesn't really matter. Elfman, welcome back, dude. And Glakulis, welcome back as well, dude. For these runs, I still don't really... For the DLC, I haven't really figured out what I want to do yet. I was thinking on this run, if we make it that far, then I'll just... Unless we want to just continue this run anyways, even if I end up getting hit, but... I'll probably just do it normally on this run. But I still would like to figure out the right combination of basically things to give myself for entering the DLC, you know? I wonder if I'll one-shot this guy. Okay, I think we're gonna puckery here. Is this what I do now? I don't really know what I do here, actually. Because I think... I don't know. What I was doing on the... I think on the all bosses run, I think I just double stealth and was sneaking through, but I don't know. Gotta like trigger those enemies first before you'll be distracted.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Good afternoon, Gino.
Caveat, thanks for the 17-month resub, dude. Pretty good. simply destroyed. What a little health bar I have. Yeah, you shouldn't... I shouldn't need a big health bar if I'm not getting hit by enemies. It's the whole point of this run. How much money would it take for me to wear a Leaf jersey on stream? I probably just wouldn't, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I probably just wouldn't do it. Could always just rip it to reveal Sen's jersey underneath. Nah, that's okay. I'll just get this in case, I guess. Wait. Read news about all dressed ruffles. Are they tasty? Yeah, they're pretty good. They're not bad. Yeah, you'd be able to run on this rod on a G+. Should be able to. I'm pretty sure all of the slow moving or the movement obstructing terrain stuff is just doesn't exist on a G+ for some reason. It's still so weird. The only possible reason I could think of to do that is that you're trying to speed up people's NG+ playthrough or something, but I just don't... I just... That's such a weird thing, you know? Out of all the things that they could have done to speed up an NG+ playthrough, they decided that running through lava was the thing that was going to be sped up. It could be a bug, yeah, I guess, but it's kind of a weird bug, though. The first time I noticed it, I thought... I kind of figured that it was just because my armor had poise or something. I was running through it, but then it wasn't until later that I was doing some run. It's like, oh, I'm naked, but I'm still sprinting through this somehow. Don't really get it. Dude, when is this... I really don't know how this fight's gonna go with this. So surely that won't kill me. Because what if I hit her with the weapon part, but then she cancels into a kick in phase 2, and then... Ice Spear's not fast enough. That could easily happen, I think. That was that was kind of. Good lord. You know what? It's actually really good because you get that. You get that early stun with the Ash of War hit. Uh-oh. Oh my god. That's what I was saying though with the.
Demand repentance. Cough up your coin. All of it.
Gino, do you play any other games than Souls games?
That's what I was saying with the hit, like trying to go for that. Just the range on the hitbox. Is quite small on it. That was so scuffed, but like Ice Spear is really good here, though. I just don't know the right way to play it with it, I guess. Even still, though, it completely smoked her. But yeah, that was not that was not the cleanest fight right there. Let's go to Mohg. Yes. I should probably go to Red Wolf, but okay, dude. Let's go to Mohg first. Ants, thanks for the donation, dude. Play any other games? I like Elder Scrolls a lot. I've been playing a lot of Oblivion Remastered lately.
Maybe.
Other than that, though, not sure.
GG.
Not too many other games.
Take some more of Daddy Bezos's money.
WD, thanks for the 28-month Prime sub. And Dark Rapier, thanks for the 37-month resub. Thanks so much, dude. Welcome back. Yeah, Minecraft every once in a while. I haven't played it in a bit, though. Dragonlord one's so bad. It really is so bad, yeah. I should have made a save on that fight, too, so I can go back and test the better punishes with it.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Hope Paul
Because I'm sure you can do a significantly cleaner fight. A significantly cleaner fight than what I just did with Ice Spear. I just don't know where, like I said, I was concerned about the speed and the hitbox on that point blank hit, but if you're playing as aggressively as possible, or what you can probably do with Ice Spear is play super aggressively, and on punishes where normally it's too slow for a charged R2, for example, like that poke in phase 1, or, you know, instead of doing an R1 with this thing, you could do that Ice Spear attack where if you hit her with the first part, it'll combo into the second part. And so you get a gigantic hit on a small punish window, right? So that's what Ice Spear can do there. Which I did it once. But again, I you know, since I haven't tested out the fight with this, I'm playing it extra safe, and it wasn't great. Or wasn't, I didn't play it very well. But I'm sure it could be much better than that. No, Ice Spear is not charged. Imagine if it was, though. Imagine they added a charged Ice Spear in the DLC, where it's just the same thing. It's like carrying, what's the one called? It's not Carrion Grandeur. It's... Holy shit, dude. I can't remember. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Basically that, but for Ice Spear would have been insane. Oh yeah, Carrion Sovereignty. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Think I'll ever start playing other game franchises? Well, to be honest, what my channel does has nothing to do with what I'm playing, really. At least not at this point. So... Probably not. I've never really liked playing other games as much on stream as the Souls games. And especially doing runs in the game like this. I like it a lot more than doing casual playthroughs of other games. Because it's just when I'm streaming other games, I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on in the game. But if I'm streaming it, I don't quite do that. So yeah, usually if I'm playing a new game, I'd rather actually just play it not on stream. Or I guess what I could do is stream it, but then just totally pretend like I'm not streaming and have no chat up or anything. But yeah, no, probably not though. I guess. Not see anything. I can't see for some reason. Maybe my monitor brightness is lower than normal or something. I haven't watched any of the World Championship yet, but I'll probably watch it when it's in the elimination rounds. Stream Live Speed DLC playthrough. I probably will, yes. I probably should. I probably will, and I probably should. We don't have the Mohg Shackle. How's it going, Kaylee? Dan, thanks for the 37-month reset, by the way, dude. I don't have the Shackle, but... I mean, surely we one-cycle this, right? I would...
Maybe I'll give you the best.
I'd be kind of surprised if we don't, but... If we don't manage to get a stun before he does it, then we won't. Yeah, people like watching the first playthroughs for sure. And yeah, especially with Liza P, the amount of times I've been asked where my first playthrough is. I mean, even Oblivion Remake, dude. People are asking where my first playthrough was with the Oblivion Remake or Remaster. Dude, my first playthrough happened like 15 years ago.
What's your favorite game
So,
for PvP?
But yeah, I know people want to see the first playthroughs, dude. I mean, more than that, I guess, even. Now, Mohg is he's decently resistant to frost, but I don't think it's going to matter. Dominic, thanks for the donation, dude. Favorite game for PvP? I've never really done much PvP, but
Maybe
Dark Souls 3 is the game that I've done the most PvP of any game on, so probably that one, I guess. Loch Ness, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. Thanks, dude. Yeah, you know what? I did actually really like streaming the Elden Ring DLC. Okay, when am I attacking here? I guess here. Ooh, that was so damn close, actually, dude. I should have done their Ice Spear. we getting him? Oh my god, easily. Nice, dude. Okay. I totally froze when he got stunned. I didn't know whether to do another ice spear or just attack him or something. I should have just hit him twice in the head or something, but I just didn't know what to do, so I just riposted and it was still easily enough. I keep delaying Red Wolf because I don't really want to go there. But I probably should soon, I guess. Let's go to Placidusax, though. I'm going to delay it even more. Whoops. This is the second time I've done this where I've just have not gotten the grace. So surely this will be fine. Yeah, pun surely intended there. No, pun definitely not intended. Now, I usually don't do Rykard on these runs just simply because I would just use the Serpent Hunter form, which kind of defeats the purpose of doing a no-hit build like this. So I do Placidusax instead. Placidusax is not a great rune boss, but yeah, I just fight him instead. I mean, Noble would just get completely smoked by this. There's not even... I would just walk in and just instantly win that fight, so there's almost not even a point. Okay, I guess more mind, more endurance. Unless I should get more stats, though. Sure. Well, yeah, sure. What was I just thinking of? The Poise Break tier would probably be quite good on this fight. Gonna take five full hits to Poise Break him. If I had the Poise Break tier plus Glint Blades, we could probably script this fight almost. What do you guys think about doing the those class no-hit runs I was talking about, where we just start out with, just as an example, we started with Samurai, and then I can only use the gear that the Samurai starts out with to no-hit the game. I did that on Dark Souls 3. I feel like it'd be, especially with the new classes coming out with the Tarnished Edition, I feel like that makes sense, right? And then we could do the no-hit run with those classes as well. I cannot upgrade or level up. No, that is not how I would do it, probably. That's funny, though. The real question is the talismans. Like, do you use talismans on that type of run? That's the real question. Maybe not, I guess. I guess I'm gonna just run right up to him. Ooh, that's really good damage, dude. So that was our third, I think. Nice. You're actually, dude, he ate the Poise Break with that. That's fucking crazy, dude. Dang, that's too bad, because I would have just started wailing on him there. Oh my god, he's getting fucking destroyed. Frost? What a kill that was, dude. Jesus, man. The poise damage on this is so insane, dude. Okay, well, I've been leaving it this long, so I guess it's, this is Red Wolf time. Dang, dude. That was beautiful. I don't know why I'm surprised. I shouldn't be, because I've been saying for a long time, Ice Spear is probably a top 10 Ash of War in the game, basically, so not super surprising, but I haven't tried it on these bosses like this before. And this is not optimized either, right? So if I spent time to try to find the best strategy on some of these bosses, then it would be... I'm sure you could just script that fight in phase 1 with Ice Spear. I probably would need to throw in Glint Blades or some extra poise damage, I think. Maybe the poise break tier, but yeah, there's no question. You poise break him immediately, get like 2 Ice Spears on the head. You probably frost proc him, and then riposte. And then yeah, and then you just kill him once he gets up, I bet. I like Xbox controllers, Kaylee. Although the DualSense is pretty good. I do like the DualSense. You know what, actually, I think I need more Kukris, dude. What's number 1 Ash of War? I don't know, actually. I would have to think about that. I think Cragblade's really good. I think Wild Strikes is really good. Lion's Claw's really good. Obviously, Knight's Resolve's good. I don't know. A lot of good ones, I guess. It would be very hard to say which one's the absolute best, though. And it could also... You could say it's even... Whatever is on the... Blasphemous Blade, whatever that Ash of War is called, is insane. Yeah, Craigblade is always a good choice. There's never a build where Craigblade is a bad choice. Yeah, Taker's Flames, yeah. Prayerful Strike is very good. Maybe not for a run like this, but for a normal playthrough, it's insane. What else is really good? Golden Vow Ash of War is, I would say, pretty good, too. Nice buff. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Whoops. Yeah, Bloodhound Finesse. Yeah. I don't know why I stealth, dude. Flame of the Red Bane's probably not. It is handy, but it's not one of the best in the game, I wouldn't say. Yeah, Unsheath. Yeah, Square Off is an honorable mention. Best overall, though, I'm not sure. Do I do my eyebrows? What does that even mean, dude? I don't know what that means.
Maybe the best nut ever.
I guess that's a no then. Yeah, Flaming Strike is pretty good. I'm not sure if it is one of the best in the game, though. It's definitely at least an A tier. You prefer Flame Spear over Flaming Strike?
Maybe I'll give you the
I think Flame Spear is more convenient than Flaming Strike, but I think the buff lasts for less time, right? Or am I wrong? Can't really remember. Yeah, Nebula is really good too, actually. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Scuddo, thanks for the brand new sub, dude. Also, Paninium, thanks for the brand new prompt sub. Okay, we have Val the Indomitable. Are they both 40? Okay, yeah, maybe they are both 40 seconds. Yeah, Flame Spear is very good. Use that for stranded no hit. Probably take off my chest piece for this. Red Wolf is, even though Red Wolf dies in like 2 hits, still a scary boss. It's that frame trap move. That's why I get Val the Indomitable. There's actually, I mean, there's a stealth sleep strat for this, but oh my god, dude. It must have been a counterattack, because that was a pretty massive hit for just a normal spear jumping R1. Yeah, pre-nerf Flame of the Red Mains was definitely an S tier, I think, because not only did it do just a lot of poise damage, which it was known for, but it also hit really hard, and that was sort of an aspect that people didn't really use of it, because it's like, oh yeah, it's all about that 40 poise damage. But if you upgraded a weapon and put it on, it dealt, I mean, it still does actually do good damage. But because the poise damage is so bad now, it still can be useful. It's still not bad on NPCs, and it still does good fire damage on that, but it's just not as useful anymore, obviously. Elfman, thanks so much for the 1,000 bits, dude. Thanks, man. Oh, that was not a good throw. Hopefully he's not actually walking towards that. Well, I don't think the poise damage was a bug. It was just they put the number too high, is what they did. They put a 4 instead of a 2 or something, you know? Okay, spear, or bow here, I guess.
Bonjour.
Shira, thanks so much for the 13-month Prime sub, dude. We can always swap to Beast Torch if needed here, because obviously magic is not best against this boss. Which weapon Ash of War combo is the highest poise damage? Fragblade plus Blood Fiends is the highest, I believe. If you go Cragblade, Blood Fiends plus the poise break tier, you are doing like how much poise damage is it? It's almost 80, I think. For Charizard 2, so yeah, it's a little insane. Oh yeah, Stormblade is insanely good, yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to think if I should do anything here, but I guess pop this now. Ooh, yeah, that's not that good. Not as good as it should be. Yeah, I mean, like, you see how much damage I'm doing to all the other bosses, and then we come here and she's just eating it up, dude. But, so, I mean, still, we're plus 25 and with a good build. So it kind of overcame that resistance, but yeah, that 80%, dude, is is big. Yeah. Kind of figured that would happen.
Where did he flee, my sweetings?
Okay, well, that's the base game done
Whence he hide?
in terms of all great runes.
There are
All great runes, but we swapped Rykard for Placidusax. I think, right? I didn't forget anyone?
thither not. Come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones
I think so.
to be better?
All right, nice. This is the second one of these runs that I've done, actually, where I've actually just finished all great runes. Yeah, time range of Dragon Man. Yeah, DLC, I guess. Sometimes the staff throw flies around her. Yeah, it's a different attack. You bad for the Blasphemous Blade one? No. Well, I'll finish the Blasphemous Blade one, dude. But I mean, the thing is, Blasphemous Blade is considerably worse than this, right? I think people were thinking that Blasphemous Blade was just going to be a walk in the park, like the easiest run ever. But Blasphemous Blade for no hit is really not actually that good. It's a very good casual playthrough weapon. 76.1 stands for Blood Fiends with Tyr and Craigblade. Yeah, so that's an insane amount of poise damage. And then if you had a sneak attack, that's another 20% as well. Sword Knight Flames is good. It's a good weapon. Yeah, surely no hit runs are kind of hard, dude. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take out this guy. See, because what I was thinking about the Fragment collection, and as much as I kind of find it tedious to do it on these runs, there is potential to get hit while doing this. So I was trying to think of, you know, like, should I give myself Starting Grace in the DLC? Should I give myself just Blessing levels right away? I don't really know. But maybe some of the more dangerous fragments, I should pick them up, and then the other ones... I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Because we're probably going to spend... I don't know how long it takes to run around picking up all the fragments, but it probably takes at least 45 minutes. Do all the running sections and stuff, but... What infusion? I've gone with the cold infusion. Let's say if I was do boss rush now. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. What I was thinking initially is maybe I should just get myself level 10 blessing, go fight Rolana. You know, level 10 or 11 blessing, just give myself the grace after Rolana. And then, yeah, we could just do it more of a boss rush. What do I do, man? Let me think about this. Because if we... That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I haven't actually figured this out, but... I could give myself this grace, because that's normally the grace that we kind of rush to. But what I try to not do when giving myself graces is skipping any section that is potentially dangerous, which, I mean, there is some danger maybe on this bridge, I guess. On the bridge here, and I mean, that's kind of it, I guess. No, okay, we can give ourselves this grace. And then maybe... I'm just going to collect them on this run, I think, because I haven't done it in a while. I'm just going to collect here. Really, the purpose of what, you know, what I was just talking about with giving myself the graces and stuff at the start of these runs is that, first of all, these runs aren't that, serious where I'm trying to be super strict with a rule set or something. It's mostly just about trying out the weapon. And Elden Ring runs are very setup heavy, usually, right? Usually you're going to spend an hour going to get your plus 12 or plus 9 somber or something like that before you start fighting stuff. And it doesn't flow very nicely. And so what I started doing is giving myself those graces in Limgrave and Caelid and Liurnia and stuff, which doesn't bypass any dangerous running sections, but skips... It basically saves me like 30 minutes at the start of every run of just running around through the open world. And so, yeah, it makes the runs a lot more smooth. It makes them kind of feel more like a normal Dark Souls run where it's just kind of constant action for the most part. So that's the purpose. But in the DLC, it's... And yeah, I don't want to skip any actual dangerous section. In the DLC, though, what I was thinking initially is I would get myself to, you know, a reasonable blessing level. Let's say blessing level 11 or 10 or something for Rolana, and then... how do I do this? Yeah, and you know, just kind of like run straight there instead of doing all this pickup stuff. But yeah, basically, I'm saying I haven't figured out the solution that I want to do. Because there is danger. The problem is there is some danger. Like, picking up that fragment like I just did. I mean, maybe something could go wrong. I could get hit. Or, you know, maybe this bridge, I run at the wrong angle and I get hit somehow. I've never seen it, but maybe. Hit self level 10. Give myself more after defeating each boss. Yeah, it could do something fun like that, maybe. Ask me on another stream if I knew about Ansbach's Scythe. No, I haven't actually tried it yet. What run was I going to try that on? I don't know. But no, I don't think I've ever tried his Scythe. I tried his bow. Not the Scythe. Would I do these added graces on Master Run? I probably would, actually. But initially, the Master Run 80% that I did, I didn't do it. But it was after that run that I decided that I would like to, probably. Unless I'm doing all bosses. If I'm going to do an all bosses run, then I definitely wouldn't, because I just feel like it's not as necessary, right? Because you're not really wasting time running around the open world because you're getting graces and stuff that you need to go fight bosses later. But when I'm just doing an 80% or something, it is kind of just running around and just kind of slowing things down. Why do I hate PlayStation? I don't hate PlayStation. I don't like the DualShock controllers, though. I don't know if I hate them, but I definitely don't like them. Yeah, don't get me wrong, though. This issue with the setup thing, this is something that, at least for me, it only is tedious when I'm trying to do a no-hit run like this. That's the only time. Doing normal playthroughs of the game, if I'm doing, you know, the stat-only runs or something, I have no problems doing all this stuff, dude. I don't feel like it's a waste of time at all because I do think part of it is just the fact that I have to reset if I get hit, and then I have to do it all over again. That could be part of it, maybe. And yeah, especially for these more casual no-hit runs like this one, where it's not really super serious. I don't think I need that. What if I should go get the Smith script spear? We have no great bow either. Astron's kind of serious. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that is true. Yeah, definitely more serious than this run, that's for sure. This is the safe way to come up here, actually. If you go the other way, it's possible to get sniped, which has happened to me. Going this way, you're fine. But yeah, I probably should go get the Smith script spear, though. Hardest run idea, no shackle. Maybe we should come back to that stranded all bosses no-hit run I was working on a while ago. I feel like I haven't played the DLC that much lately. Somehow. Stop evading Rolana. No, we're gonna go to Rolana, but after we get the fragment level ups. We'll probably kill guys first. And I guess we don't fast travel back because we just run out. Run using mouse keyboard. Mouse and keyboard I'm familiar with in these games, that it would not be really a challenge, honestly.
Maybe I'll give you the
Mouse and
best
keyboard
you
is
got,
perfectly good in these games, and
How
I've
did
played
you
it
set
enough
up
mouse
the
and keyboard that
base
it wouldn't be
Is there
much.
a
It wouldn't be
book or
almost any
tutorial
different.
anywhere, or did you just figure it out?
Sabi, thanks for the 4-month resub, dude. The Grace, I have a cheat engine script that I wrote that does it for certain things, and then I just have it hotkeyed so that, you know, once I start a run, I just hit the hotkey, and then I get myself the flask and all that stuff, and then... Okay, wait a second. I think I usually... But yeah, that's... I don't know if there's a tutorial anywhere on how to do that. I'm sure there is. But basically, it's just knowing the item IDs and the grace IDs and all that stuff. You can just find in the... If you get the Grand Archives table, it's already all in there, so... It's not the most complicated thing. But yeah, the 0 runes spent, we should continue that for sure. So that, because doing the level 1 rando, I'm really realizing some of these DLC fights, I'm so bad at them, dude. Or I'm just not confident in them, like the red bears. Even though, like, I ended up no-hitting them both, but it's because we had a lot of damage. I just skipped phase 2. So I should really fight some of these bosses more. And surely that'll lead into doing that, like, true level 1 all boss and no-hit or whatever I'm deciding to do. Whatever the plan for that is. I do think that'd be really fun. I think that'd be one of the most fun runs I've done, probably. Because region locked, I would do it region locked, probably. But there's the base region locked all boss and no-hit run was one of the most fun no-hit runs I've done in the game. Just simply because that whole thing that I'm talking about with getting these early graces and skipping that big setup, region locked basically eliminates it. You just jump right into doing the runs, and then you're fighting bosses immediately, all that good stuff. So I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do another all bosses run that's not region locked. Of course, if I do that, you know, that all bosses god run, I probably wouldn't do it region locked because it makes it harder, but aside from that. You know what I'm realizing, actually? It's probably faster to come to this church first. Although, I don't know. Here we go here. So the two-handed talisman actually is not something I'm going to use on this because it doesn't work for Ashes of War. I mean, it would still be good in this build because we're not only using the Ashes of War, but we are mostly using it, so... Maybe I'll just get it anyways, and then we'll see. All this setup to get hit instantly to Rolana, dude. That's what happened when the last run, the Dragon Katana, Dragon Scale Katana, whatever it's called. I immediately got hit on Rolana because I kind of messed up, dude. I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to go level 5 Blessing for this. And my damage was horrendous. And it was funny because my the damage of that weapon on everything else was really solid. And the Dragon Scale Blade should not be a bad weapon for Rolana either. It's got that lightning damage, which is good. Plus Frostbite, which is good against her. But it's just, I gave myself too low Blessing, and so it looked really bad. Even though it wasn't bad, or it shouldn't have been bad. And so it ended up being like a much longer fight than any other fight in the run. And just... That's kind of what I messed up. And then I got hit because I wasn't used to the katana moveset, and I went for an unsafe tap R2 somewhere or something. But... What was my point? I don't really remember what my point was. But yeah, that was a thing. Low damage run. Yeah, it probably will be that all bosses, dude, I think. I'm not sure. So, of course, I could do some sort of variation of Master Run all Great Runes with the DLC or something, but it just... I'm not interested in that because... Well, maybe... if I give myself starting graces, I would be, but if not, then I wouldn't be, just simply because... Especially with the DLC, if I'm gonna be doing the setup legit, like this, again, it's just tedious, man. Wings, congrats, dude. You love to see that. Hell yeah, dude. Also, Thighs, thanks for the 25-month resub. I appreciate that. When is that Elden Ring DLC is fire? Yeah, it's pretty good. That wasn't my point though, but yeah. Do you want this fragment? But I'm trying to remember how I pick it up normally. Like, I can't really remember. I think, yeah, I throw spear back here, I believe. I totally thought he just saw me. But yeah, I really should do some sort of low damage run with the DLC though, because I mean, the closest I've done was the Stranded, which was kind of just like slightly bad damage. Like here. But even then, I was still able to like script Divine Beast and stuff, so it wasn't really bad. Yeah, my first DLC run was low damage. That's true. Yeah. UT says the guy punched fire dying to death. Yeah, that's a good point, but I guess what I'm talking about is the stuff that's not as interesting to do, right? Because the whole point of doing the fist run is to have those really long boss fights. And sure, it is tedious, but that's kind of the whole point of the run. But when you're doing a run like the Master Run or something, kind of the point of the run isn't to have these long, boring running sections. It's about, you know, being good at the boss fights and being able to survive like a decently long time, but then also your build and making a good build for level 1+0. So it is kind of different. Yeah, I'll definitely have some videos on Night Rain, and I'll be streaming it when it comes out, of course. Crystal Knight playthrough. Yeah, maybe, dude. I'm probably not going to fight Meta on this run, but I don't know. I'll go get Oh Mother just in case, I guess. But yeah, probably won't be fighting Meta. Good level 1 Elden Ring all bosses better than Quadrilogy. Yeah. I mean, I could simply do both. There's no reason why I couldn't do both. Yeah, I don't think right now is a good time to... I mean, we could maybe mess around with the restrictions for that all bosses run that I've been talking about for so long, but definitely now is not the right time to do it because Night Rain's going to be coming out and I'm going to be playing that for a couple weeks probably, so maybe after that. But see, this is the setup that I'm talking about, you guys. Like, I don't know when we started in the DLC, but it's probably been, what, 20 minutes of just running so far? And again, this isn't necessarily the fault of the DLC, although I don't really like the fragment system, but this isn't why I don't like it. That's not the main reason. This is the reality of running open world games. And I really like open world games, but this is just how it is with open world games, dude. They should watch out for the kick. Do a big D-rust before the true level 1. Well, probably not. I mean, that's maybe what the no runes spent all bosses run is. But I would get my D-rust and just routing that and practicing it. Hope Night Rain doesn't drop off after only a week or two. That's my biggest concern. I think the game's going to be really fun, but will it have a, you know, a cycle of content or whatever that will keep it fun for a long time? I don't know, man. I'm hoping they update it. I'm hoping they just They said it wasn't going to be a live service, but I'm kind of hoping that that's not going to be true and that it will be. Because I could just see new game modes being added, new classes being added, maybe new maps or something, new bosses. And then that game would be so much fun, I think. But if they don't do it, if they don't update it after it comes out, or at least any significant content updates, then I don't know. Sauter, how's it going, dude? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Met me through the Chuzo skeleton, dude. It's crazy. First run playing solo or with 3? I'm probably going to play the game as intended, so with 3, probably. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a group. I don't think I need to sneak for this. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to have, you know, other streamers that I'm going to play with or something. Not really sure what the plan is yet, but... I think Night Rain and Duskbloods are their experimental games for next big project. Yeah, I think so. I think they're probably testing the waters of, you know, more co-op. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I have no idea, of course. Okay, this part normally... gonna run here and then just Ice Spear, I guess. Oh! That's not Ice Spear. Whoops. Wrong spear. You chillin'? Anyone know what Potassic's progress on DS2? I don't know, dude, but she was saying after she finishes that she's gonna play DS3, and then we probably will do a co-op DS3 run, which I think would be pretty sick. We finished all Great Runes, Pavon, so we're doing DLC now. Yeah, Wukong DLC, I think I'm pretty sure they're working on that, right? Pretty sure that's the thing that they're making. Which is probably a good time to return to that Wukong no-hit, because at this point, I mean, I was kind of practicing it at the start of the year, but I feel like I probably lost it all now, dude. So. FromSoft never landed good multiplayer, now they're going in big. Yeah, I mean, their games have just never been about multiplayer. What the... kind of concerning. Wait, Kazan DLC in a few hours? What do you mean? What does that mean? Huh? In a few hours? Realized I need to put 1K hours to know the game. No, no, it definitely wouldn't be 1K hours. There's no way. No, Wukong is going to be a really fun no-hit run, for sure. And no, it wouldn't take 1K hours, but... It just... Working on multiple things at once is not really my strong suit. if that's... You know, maybe you've noticed that, but... Like, oftentimes, if I'm trying to work on multiple things at once, it just doesn't really work. And then I just don't do the other things. So, I think that was the problem. Probably. Because I started doing, Did I start doing region locked all bosses around that time? I may have. I'm not sure. Sounds about right, so. Are we switching to a Switch stream as a PC with new game coming out?
I'll give you the best nut.
Well, yeah,
Keep up the great content, dude.
if I'm going to be streaming Duskbloods, then yeah, I'll stream it from the Switch. But it wouldn't change anything. Like I have a capture card and all that, so it's not a big deal. Tank Up, thanks for the 2-month Prime sub, dude. No, Kazan, I mean, honestly, if I didn't think people were gonna be mad at me for finishing it off stream, I for sure would have finished it off stream by now. But it's just the fact that I should stream it when I finish it. That's the thing, dude. But no, I definitely will finish it, dude. Surely. Part of it actually has been that Oblivion remaster came out too, which I've been playing quite a lot. So that has also been a thing. Yeah, dude, you're actually right. I should give myself a date, but I'm not going to do it today though because I don't know when. So that definitely worked well with Convergence mod. Just pick a date. Like, yep, I'm gonna do Convergence on this day, and then I actually did it. That is a very good way to do things. It seems. Have I messed up? Uh-oh. Didn't really think that through. Where is he? I didn't actually know that path was a thing, but... But, you know, one thing I actually kind of do want to focus on pretty soon is this Elder Scrolls God run. Because I know probably most people here don't really care about that. Because this is a Soul stream after all, but man, that just sounds like so much fun to do. So that might be happening sooner rather than later. Wonder how far we are into the DLC setup. Well, dude, why am I doing this to myself? I know how far we are in terms of progress, but in terms of how much time, I mean. Does anyone know the timer or what the time was when we started? Yeah, well, I've been playing Daggerfall a bit, and the controls really do suck, dude. They're really bad. The attacking is insane, but it's fun though. I don't know if the Daggerfall Unity has any settings for that, but I guess I haven't really looked too closely. Yeah, there might not be any RL1 rando today, depending on how far we get in here. Okay, well, we are about to get our 20th fragment. And honestly, I don't remember how many levels that gets us to, but I think it's been 50 minutes. It's at least been 30 minutes. Or 236. Okay, so yeah. That's kind of a while. Nearly 40 minutes setup, dude. I mean, it's basically what I said, like 40 minutes of just running around. Level 10. I guess I have no more fragments. So, okay. Probably level up. Maybe we can get some faith at this point, but I guess maybe just 5 faith, so I don't need to swap the talisman anymore. I don't really think getting all the way to 28 matters, so you just do that. Okay. Finally, we're fighting a boss. And you know what? When I was doing Stranded no hit, this is how the run went, right? You do that 40-minute setup of getting our weapon and collecting all the fragments, and then I'd fight Gaius, and then there were a couple times where I got hit on him, and it just that is painful, dude. That's the most painful thing while no hit running for sure. Is a run like this where there's a big setup. I don't really know when Ice Spear is fast enough. Oh, pixel HP. It would have been, like, how did that throwing knife miss, dude? That would have been sick if it hit him. The normal guy strat is so clean. Wait, what do you mean normal guy strat? Like the one on
Yo, Gino.
all bosses, or?
Hope you're having a good day, bro. Shark 107 cool.
Sharkbait, thanks for the 11-month resub. Thanks so much, dude. Lure him to the left side. Yeah, like get him stuck on the wall. Yeah. I mean, I think dodging the charge the way I just did it with the horse is probably the easiest way to do it. But yeah, going next to the wall, if you're not going to script him, then like it's not really I don't know. I don't really like fighting him next to the wall, so I wouldn't recommend that unless you have a script for him. Which obviously on this run we don't, so. Guess I'm gonna go to Messmer next, dude. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of confidence coming into some of these bosses. So. Yeah, true. Yeah, it is kind of an irrelevant strat. I would agree. I would agree with that. Yeah, yeah, I could have gone to Rolana by now, but I don't know. I feel like I'm more likely to get hit on Messmer, honestly. Prefers quality over real-time interaction on YouTube to focus... Wait, what is that a response to? But yeah, on YouTube, yeah, the delay is big. But it's because I'm streaming in 4K. So I don't really... If I'm streaming in that high quality, I don't really have a choice. Maybe I should go two-handed talisman, dude. But yeah, I guess, you know, if you want to, yeah, if you care about the latency a lot, then you can just watch on Twitch instead. But if you want to watch 4K, because there are a ton of people, I mean, probably most people who are watching the stream don't chat, right? Like 1,300 Twitch, 1,600 YouTube. Probably most people aren't chatting. And so in that case, like, if you're not chatting and you want to watch and you have good internet or something, you can just watch on YouTube and it'll look a lot better. But yeah, if you want to hear music and you want to chat and stuff, then probably Twitch is better. But it is, yeah, it certainly is delayed quite a bit, so it is certainly a thing. Okay, what is... How do I'm gonna get hit here, dude. I don't even remember how to fucking fight this boss at all. Even though I did a fist-only kill, but it wasn't... I don't know. I'm probably getting hit here, dude. Damage is good. I forgot Horn Scent.
America. A curse upon thee.
Which probably means I should Memory of Grace, but... Whoops. Yeah, that is like basically run ending right there, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. Wow, that was really that was solid. Solid damage, dude. I mean, is it run ending? Like it basically is, yeah. Also, you know what I forgot to do? I kind of forgot about this whole running section to get even more fragments. I was wondering why I wasn't level 12 for that. Yeah, usually I would do this entire running section as well before the setup, and then I would have been level 11 for Gaius. That's what I was supposed to do, but I forgot. So for Horn Scent, the backup is to die. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should just skip Leta, dude. You know, that's kind of a good idea on these runs because Leta is just rot pot cheese anyways. So maybe that's what I should do, actually. That was a very clean Messmer, though, actually, dude. Like, Ice Spear is just an absolute cannon. Does so much damage, dude. And we're not using Red Feather. We're not using Golden Vow Incantation either. This isn't really a crazy build aside from Howl. Howl's the only thing that's kind of crazy. And even then, you just... I don't know. I guess there's not really a good replacement for Hobble on this. Flame Grim Restraint doesn't really work. But... Dude, you know what? I went back the other day to watch my first playthrough of the DLC to try to figure out which pot guy I missed. I missed the first pot guy in the DLC. The very first one, I missed him. And that was the fragment I think I missed 2 fragments, actually, and that was one of them. You know, the very first guy when you, right next to the burnt ruins or whatever. I missed that guy, because you know what happened? I was watching back, and I saw him, and I was like, oh, he's going to throw the pot at me, but then I started killing all the other guys. And then I didn't notice that the pot guy disappeared, is what happened. I didn't even notice. And so... I never went back there, and then that was the guy I met, one of the guys I missed. It's so, I still think it's so dumb that they put those critical DLC items in just random trash mob. I can't believe it, dude. I still can't believe it. I don't like the fragment system because of the way it powers up your character. I don't like it in a game that's all about builds and stuff. But what makes it even worse is the fact that they put this critical item on several of these random trash mobs. I just can't believe it, dude. Need, thanks for the donation, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, and then they just run away and disappear, and it's not super noticeable. 'Cause yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's one of the 2 fragments I missed in the DLC was exactly that. I just ran away. I didn't notice them. Yeah, what actually is the lore implication on it? I actually have no idea. What is the point? I guess I do usually like Backstep Talisman. Guess we'll go get it. I kind of like it on Consort. Although we really don't need it, I guess. I don't know. I'll just grab it. Let's go Logic. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have said, but I actually disagree, because I think one of the main reasons they had that system in the first place was so that you could basically get stuck on a boss and then go explore, get more fragments, make your build better, and then come back to that boss while being stronger. I think that's what they wanted. Now, I think a much better solution... Here's what... I haven't thought about this too much. But what I think would be a much better way to do it is have optional bosses drop fragments and make the fragments significantly weaker. You know, no more like 50% attack boost and 100% defense or whatever it is, whatever the numbers are, 55% and 105%. Nothing crazy. Reduce that to maybe... I don't know, 20% maximum or something like that. 20% attack, maybe 30%, like 40% defense, something like that. Just way less so that they're not as required. And put them on optional bosses. Or so that way, if someone does kind of want to just blow through the main quest, they're going to be weaker. But not weaker to a point where bosses become these absolute behemoths to them, right? Where they're getting one-shotted and they just like tickle the boss on every hit. But then if someone wants to go slower and they want to explore and they want to, you know, kill these optional bosses, then they get more powerful and they get rewarded for it. I think that would have been a better way to do it. I still don't like that you get an overall power upgrade in a game like this, in an RPG, but if they were going to do it, I think that would have been a better way, probably. Not 55% damage. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what the numbers are, but they're big. I can't remember what the numbers are. Oh, it's okay. 105%. I was getting the numbers mixed up. But is that damage or defense? You know what? I think it's actually 55% defense and 105% attack or something like that. Maybe. Is that right? So you're literally taking half damage and dealing double damage at max blessing level. So it's just, like I said, I think a very important part to what I'm saying is reducing the power of the upgrades. That's critical in what I'm saying. That was a nice snipe right there. Insane damage. Oh my god, what am I doing here, dude? I'm remembering why I don't really like this boss that much because of this. Okay. I'm supposed to... I kind of didn't do that as I normally do. It's better to roll back on that attack and then bait out the slam. But I just... I just didn't do it for some reason. Really good damage, though. But not my cleanest fight. First playthrough of the DLC, managed to get to level 17 for the Fragment gimmick. Yeah, I just, like I said, I just think the fragments are too powerful because there are some people that argue that you can just skip them and you know, it's not that tedious on other playthroughs because, yeah, you can just skip them or they're on the way or something, I guess, but I just think, I just think it would have been better if they were less strong. And I don't really see any big problems with that. Yeah, putting them on optional bosses too would have still rewarded exploration a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. Collect enough, naturally progressing. I agree. It's just... Again, my biggest issue with them isn't that they're super tedious or whatever. But I think the problem is that the best path through the DLC, the path of least resistance in this game, going through DLC, is you're going to do exactly what I did on this run. Now, I don't think they're, you know, they're probably not really thinking about that too much. I do think they should consider people replaying the game with the knowledge of where the fragments are, but yeah, on a first playthrough, it's perfectly fine. On a single first playthrough, it's perfectly fine. You do get them as you explore. The bosses, I don't think, are too... You know, with the fragments that you're kind of intended to get to by each boss, I don't think they're... Like, I think the scaling's okay, or whatever. But, yeah, it's just the problem with subsequent playthroughs, which, of course, I do a lot of. So it's more of a me thing, but... Where am I going with this? I don't even know. Yeah, it's fine for a normal playthrough. I think it's fine. If you take away the main problem that I have with the entire system, which is the overall power upgrade of your character, which I just don't think is interesting in a game like this, but... And yeah, you do get most of them on the way, so it's fine. But yeah, when you are replaying the DLC, it is a little bit tedious because you're gonna most likely want to go collect all of them before you do anything. What should I do with this guy? Actually, I have no idea. What did I do on Stranded for him? Like Kukri, maybe? All right, live testing right here. That barely worked, but it did. And you know what? I have no idea what I'm going to do for this bird section, I'm realizing. I have no strat for this bird section. What will I do? Maybe I need to actually go get a spell or something so I can range these guys. Well, I'm definitely not running because running would be instant death probably. I'm hoping this is enough damage to one-shot this guy. And even a two-shot's probably enough. Okay, so now this is the part that I'm not so sure about. Because we want to take out this guy. Okay. Good thing we have a really good range dash of war here. I don't know if I can just run up. Maybe I should just do the exact same thing again. Not really sure what I'd be doing here if I didn't have a very strong range dash of war. Spectral Lance is actually a good call, because, yeah, I guess with Spectral Lance, you could probably just... Is it a one-hit poise break with Spectral Lance on these guys? But yeah, so I guess, as I was saying earlier, though, the main thing that hurts the replayability of the DLC in terms of the fragments is the fact that it's an open world game and you can go collect a lot of the fragments right away. Again, though, I don't actually think that's that big of a problem. That's not my biggest problem with them. So I do think adding them to side bosses, making them less powerful, would make the whole system... Because it's totally artificial scaling in all the bosses, right? It's not like you're actually, you're not leveling up your character, you're not upgrading your weapons or anything like that. You're dealing with the scaling of the bosses by simply using this item that increases your overall character attack power. So that completely doesn't need to be there, right? There isn't really... Again, like, the only thing it's doing is kind of just forcing you to go get them. Kind of the only thing it does. And because they're so powerful, it does basically force you to do it. So if you're just making them less powerful, yeah, maybe gives you 30% attack by the time you're at max level or something. That's a huge bonus on damage, but Like, imagine you're going to fight a boss like Millennia, but you have 30% more attack for free. That's very significant, but it's not to a point where the boss is an absolute beast if you don't have it. And that way, it still encourages you to go get it, but if you don't, you're still fine, you know? So what do we do here? I think I'm honestly just gonna simply what is this grace called, dude? I mean, I guess I could also just instantly kill them, I suppose. Ignore that sound that you just heard. Ah, where is this? Oh, I probably will do this on other runs as well, I guess, because the strat for Leta is always the same. We just do the rot cheese. And it's also just, I don't know. I'm doing it for now because I messed up, basically, dude. Okay, so, how do we do this? I wonder if on the cross slash I can do an ice spear if that's fast enough. No, I couldn't really get hit on Leta, to be honest. Well, no, I guess I definitely could, actually. Because, yeah, we still have to fight Leta. It's not just all raw cheese. Yeah, we probably shouldn't skip it, but I messed up Horn Scent, so... I don't know. Who cares about Leta? Well, okay, what we could do is I could just instant kill Horn Scent, I guess. And then just do the rest of the Leta fight. But... Maybe next run. I guess. Surely next run. But yeah, I'm not sure where Ice Spear is fast enough here, I guess is the only thing. Again, this I'm probably gonna get hit here, but we'll just see what happens. I feel like this is fast enough here. Very solid damage. I really like to get that frost proc. Ah, really? I'm having a tough time hitting him with this actual spear part. Nice. I actually don't know. When he did that cross attack, I don't know if that was safe to go for that. It looked like it maybe wasn't, but I got away with it. All right, very good, dude. All right, well, the DLC technically is beaten, but just ignore that Leta skip. But yeah, I guess let's go do some of the other fun bosses now, dude. Not try Leta. Yeah, I probably won't skip Leta on other runs, I guess. I kind of forgot about the whole horn scent thing. And it's unfortunate that once you kill Messmer, it's just... I don't think there's anything you could do. You're locked into horn scent being there. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Wait, you can kill Messmer, then summon Hornsent? Oh yeah, well that's the strategy that I would normally do. The problem is I forgot. And so I killed Messmer, and in order to get that summon sign to show up, you have to actually talk to him first. And I just forgot to talk to him, so. So yeah. Okay, so I don't know how good Ice Spear is gonna be here because I don't really know when to do it. Like, there's no way it's gonna be fast enough on like her cross attack unless I outspace it, maybe. I definitely should not have done Golden Vow first. Where do I stop on this? I'll probably stop once... I don't know. The problem is, I would want to go fight Bale, but Bale has Dragon Man in front of him. I'd want to go fight Midra, but Midra has Jory in front of him. So, I don't really know. Yeah, there's no way it's fast enough there. Probably not fast enough here either. So I can outspace that. No poise break is insane, dude. Oh my god, you're not supposed to roll back on that.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Wing it, Gino. You have the knowledge and skill.
And I just totally, like, completely lost focus on that for some reason. I don't know what I was doing. I was too focused on trying to figure out where to punish, and I just totally botched it, dude. Coolio, thanks for the 6-month Prime sub, dude. Like, what I'm realizing here is that there are probably a bunch of extra punishes I can throw in by just outspacing stuff. But man, that was pretty bad. That was really bad, dude. I rolled out when I was supposed to roll in, and then I rolled in when I was supposed to roll out. Yeah, there's no way you could do it there, but maybe on an outspace I can.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
You're just so cracked, Gino. #1 Blazer.
Yeah, this is probably how it should have gone. I don't know where my stun went during that. Like, I thought she was going to stun on the transition, but she just didn't. But yeah, probably... I guess she died. Okay, well... That was mostly a success, but man, that was like... I just totally lost focus on that Roland. That was so bad, dude. That's crazy. I don't know what I was doing, dude. But yeah, definitely the right way to fight her with Ice Spear is not to try to stay close necessarily the whole time. Like, you definitely want to just be outspacing and using Ice Spear instead. It's a lot cleaner that way. Big Thong, thanks for the 2-month Prime sub, by the way, dude. Yeah, I guess we can teleport to Bale. Drop my controller somehow. So we can TP to Bale just to see. Still mostly successful run, though. Mostly. But that was not a good way to end it off, dude, on, on that debacle. Yeah, surely we're going to do level 1 rando now, and I'm not just going to end stream. Surely, dude. Yeah, we did make it quite far with this, though. We did pretty well. But I don't know what I was thinking on Rolana right there. That was insane, dude. This is just gonna smoke Bale, dude. One more hit and you should... Oh. On a great attack. Dude, where's my... Ah, the riposte. That's devastating, dude. Pretty good. This is probably one of the probably one of the better builds to use on Bale, just because of the high ranged poise damage. So you don't really have to worry about any whiffs or anything. Pretty good. Anything else? I mean, that's basically it. I guess Midra, maybe. You can just TP there. Is it here? Just see it really quick. It is really a shame that, you know, at least for these runs in particular, when if I'm going to continue on through DLC, that, so many of these good bosses that I want to fight are locked behind garbage bosses that I really don't want to fight. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Whoops. I don't know what happened. I was already confused when he did, when he did the, like, I did an unsafe attack, and then he got canceled by the frostbite, and then I just didn't see that he was doing his dagger attack. I mean, insane on this guy too, obviously, though. Okay, well. Yeah, I should use red feather, dude. But yeah, there's no way going for 2 was safe the way I just did that. I don't think. But should we continue level 1 rando? I don't know if there's enough time, dude. Because I gotta go make dinner soon. What else was I talking about doing? Only good boss in this entire game is Morgoth? No, that's definitely not true. I spear best on Clayman? Apparently. I mean, we can try it, I guess. How's it going, Posy? Okay, so if I give myself Clayman's Harpoon at level 25. Guess we'll see Cold Infusion at first. AR comparison. It is definitely better, but I mean, AR isn't the whole story. We gotta go test this on someone, dude. You know who that is. Is this actually better? Okay, so just projectile at first is... Oh, that's a big number. 7,502. Is this going to hit? Wait, it's the exact same. Okay. And then with the melee hit... 8269. Okay, so yeah, that it is better. I've never actually killed him before. I apologize for that. I shouldn't have killed him. Whoops. But yeah, so Clayman's is better. Like, especially with the magic tier boosting that magic damage, but I mean, is that considerable enough to actually farm it? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth farming this thing. If you already have it though, then sure. At least with the stats we have. I mean, maybe with a more intelligence-based build, it would be even better, actually. Make it keen. Yeah, I really shouldn't have killed him, dude, because now I can't test it on him again. Anyways, Ice Spear, very good. This is the first run that I've done where I've actually done all Great Runes plus, I guess, a DLC percent. Sort of, though. Like, we didn't actually kill Leta, though, but no one needs to know. But yeah, probably in the future for weapon requests that we just continue on through DLC, I probably... Yeah, I'll probably just do, you know, the Messmer, Romana plus Consort. And then I'll do, like, Rolana and Bale and then Midra, I guess. I don't... Going to Putrescent Knight... Meh. Definitely going to Metter. Probably not. I guess the Sunflower. Like, maybe I'd do the Sunflower at the end, too. But yeah, dude. I think I probably will end for today, though. Oh, yeah, dude, I forgot about Dancing Lion, too. Yeah, I would do Dancing Lion also. Although magic is terrible against him in this case. So Ice Spear probably wouldn't be the best on him, but... What is... Got baited? Well, I honestly didn't expect to go on for that long. I thought I was going to get hit after probably like 30 or 40 minutes and then just go do level 1 at that point, but... No random beta. But yeah, like I don't want to start the rando and get hit or get killed right away or something right now, right? Since I'm I don't know. Only do rando for like an hour or something. Well, yeah, we'll just do it tomorrow unless there's something else that I could do really quick. But I can't really think of anything, so no runes spent? Yeah, maybe, I guess. Where are we on this? I guess we're on Altus somewhere. Was I doing this region locked or... Yeah, I definitely was. Kazan... Well, I think Kazan, I still have like probably 2 streams left of Kazan by the sounds of it. But... Kill Leta now. Yeah, quick God Run 3, dude. Anyways, I guess I'll probably end for today, dude. Minecraft soon? Probably not with Night Rain coming out. Go kill every other turtle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about the DLC writing a bit more, because that was definitely not best. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna end for today, guys. I'll be back. Tomorrow will be a longer stream, for sure. Is this I wasn't planning on streaming for this short today, but here I am, I guess. But yeah, so tomorrow, do we do the rando or should I continue the no runes spent run finally? Because I really feel like I need to practice some of the DLC fights, man. Like even that Rolana is probably one of my more fought boss in the DLC, and that was like that was so bad right there. That was insane. I can't believe how bad that was. I mean, it was partially just because I was using something I hadn't used on her before, but even that, dude, it was still really bad. I don't know. I guess I'll think about it, dude. But I'm probably going to keep. What I might do soon. I'm probably gonna do a Morrowind playthrough off stream again because I haven't done one in a while. But then I want to start writing Morrowind no damage soon. Maybe. But yeah, we can raid Potassi. It seems maybe she's not lying like I am, where she's gonna not. She says she's gonna do DS2 no hit attempts later. So I think as soon as he finishes that, we are going to. Yeah, I guess I could stream it on the Discord maybe. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a DS3 co-op run at some point pretty soon, which is gonna be really fun. Yeah, that should be pretty good. But let's say hi to Potastic. I'll be back on tomorrow for a longer stream because the insane 2.5-hour bait stream, dude. Didn't even do the random death list, but yeah, I'll think about what we're gonna do tomorrow, and yeah, I'll see you guys then.